Hello, Broderick Wallace here, and the air conditioning fan has finally stopped whirring and whining, so I can make a video now. I'm on the balcony here at the hotel in the Philippines, and you can see opposite is this strange red building, complete with pillars and angels. Very strange. And there is this strange species of black but red-eyed birds that are quite common and plentiful in the area. Pixie managed to... Do you mind? Pixie managed to snap a pic of one of these birds. I'll put it on the screen right now, and it made me laugh. Someone online said get indoors, shut all the windows, shut the door, lock yourself up, call the exorcist, because that's one freaky looking bird. And yeah, the Asian glossy starling. Anyway, why am I making this video? I'm not sure. I just thought it'd be nice to capture some, I don't know, some footage in the light, in a strange place. There's dogs everywhere. They just do what they want. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's always a culture shock when you come to a different country, and especially on the roads. I think you know what I'm saying. There are less rules here. So but anyway, it's important to maintain the daily practice, even at minimum levels if you're very busy. Meditation never goes on holiday. We might go on holiday, but meditation never goes on holiday. Consistency is key. This is not entertainment, etc. All my usual stuff. And I want to say something about fear, actually, and avoidance. You know, the reason why meditation and consciousness related subjects are so popular is because they are a beautiful escape from, you know, reality, right? And the irony is that when you engage with them properly, you are forced to face reality in the most excruciatingly uncomfortable ways. There is no escape from discipline, from hard work. There is no escape from responsibility. The laws of nature, you can't break them. You can just, maybe you can bend them a little bit here and there, but you should be out the way when they when they snap back. I mean, come on. But you've got to be brave, you see, because I mean, even talking about myself, let's talk about fear and how that plays out. When you're afraid of something, even subconsciously, even if you don't quite understand the reasons, or even fully, you're not fully cognizant of that fear, it will play itself out in the world. You know, there's some famous quote from Jung about, you know, anything that you don't make conscious will, you know, play itself out as fate or something like this. It's very true. You have to be very careful about this. Whatever endeavors we have, you know, plans, missions, things that we want to achieve in life, there's always a fantasy. And that's good, because that's the will in action, in motion. Lots of tooting going on. It's good to have a fantasy, an idea, you know, a desire and all that, you know, the will in motion, as I said. But if there is an associated fear, this will have its own power. Say for instance, if you regard someone as extremely special, you may develop an unconscious fear that they won't perceive you in the same way, and this will play itself out as fate. If you catch it in time, you can do something about it. You can reverse the process, right? And likewise, on the other side, if someone has a fear of being special, they may purposefully find, subtle strategies they're not even entirely aware of in order to push someone away, because they're afraid of the implications. Yeah, if you can catch that in time, you can do something about it, and it's perfectly natural. And I think this is related to, I mean, I'm not the greatest person to talk to about career and everything, or to talk about career. And I mean, yeah, I'm self-employed. I have my own window cleaning business. I get by. As is detailed on this channel, I live on the road. I'm pleased to be here in the Philippines for a couple of weeks on a special mission. And yeah, talking about, well, whatever it is, they're all the same. Ambitions, whether it's money, love, spiritual practice, or whatever. The product exists in the fantasy, doesn't it? The occult books, the romantic movie, the I don't know, looking at pictures of nice clothing and things like that on Facebook, and fantasizing about having a really expensive watch, or an amazing car. I said that, an amazing car, just drove by. I did see a black vehicle with the Masonic logo on the number plate actually yesterday, driving through the town with blacked out windows. So they're everywhere, yeah. I'm not a Mason, by the way. I haven't got time. Who's got time for that? Jesus Christ, I've got time for that as well. Anyway, so you start off with the fantasy, and the wheel is in motion, and there's something subconscious deep down inside, which, if you're not engaged in meditation, if you're not engaged in discipline, if you don't have perhaps a teacher, if you're not engaged in philosophy, which is facing the uncomfortable aspects of life head on, if you don't have an intuition for this kind of thing, that associated fear, usually do you know what the main reason for these fears is? If you get that person you want, God, then you're going to have to maintain them. Then a very common thing is to believe that you're not worthy, or you can't have that career, that person, whatever it is, that that success in any way. That's one way that it expresses itself. The other way that these fears express themselves is secretly not wanting the responsibility of achieving anything. It's like, I'll keep myself, it's like I always want to be where it's comfortable, in the boat fishing with I'm not a fisherman, but with whatever it is, the line in the water. That's comfortable, right? Just reading the paper or whatever. Who does that anymore? No one. Maybe a few people. It's just they're dying out. But when that big fish snags the line, then you've got work to do, haven't you? Then you've got responsibility. It's scary because everything's going to change. and there may be consequences. Oh, these beautiful birds with the red eyes, the Asian glossy starling, weird little buggers. A sense of ego, you might say, in many respects has done me well, or a sense of not wanting to be left out, or a sense of feeling like what I have to say is in some way relevant, has set me in good stead. So don't be afraid of winning. Don't be afraid of being in love. Don't be afraid of that business idea succeeding. Don't be afraid of becoming the spiritually realized person. Isn't it funny? We have to deal with maintaining discipline, and then after we have dealt with maintaining discipline, we have to deal not necessarily with the fear of failure, but with the fear of success. How strange. How strange. Anyway, I think it was nice to say hello here in this, I guess, what is it? Is it a tropical region? Well, we're very close to the equator, actually. The sun rises somewhere over there, and it just goes straight across the middle of the sky and sets over there, and it was very disorientating. It's like, I am not used to the sun just going, you know, pretty much directly overhead. And also here you will see Orion just like right at the top of the sky. It's just so wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. Yeah, it's obviously the Philippines was colonized by the Spanish, so there is, it's a little bit, I've never been to South America, but I've done a lot of reading and, you know, had a big interest in you know, the conquistadors and all that. There is a similarity here, and that the beauty of the Mexican mestizo, you can see the same kind of beauty in the Filipino people, and they are a very good looking people. And okay, on that note, I shall say goodbye from here in paradise. So yeah, the next video is just a little focus on you know, a vlog with some art, that kind of thing, and whatever else I decide to throw in. But the next video after that, we shall be back to interviews, and it's going to be special. So make sure you are subbed, and I'll see you there. Take care.